Hello and welcome back to the Empowerment channel. This is Chloe Lauer coming to you live from California, Carlsbad, and I'm here to do a reading for you. This channel drawing is called Ignite. It was one of the fastest drawings I've done. You can see there's a lot of white space. I was really having fun with playing with the different edges of the art sticks and the thicknesses and then thinnesses by turning it. It's just very lovely. I saw it in my mind's eye and then just drew it. It felt effortless and fun. And then I just added in some, a little bit of colored pencil to enhance the shapes. So I feel like it's saying, you know, there's this kernel, a seed has been planted and it's about to like blossom and spread out and just flow elegantly, igniting your life. So let's turn to the channeled reading that will accompany this drawing. Life is a lot to go through, and processing our emotions and our world through art is super helpful and a skillful means to make it through all the things that come our way. So our first cards are going to come from this golden tarot deck that I just recently purchased. It's a really beautiful deck. I like it a lot. And the reading I'm going to do is a 4-card reading on relating. So relating to an aspect of yourself that is wanting to be ignited. And what do you need to know about what you're bringing to the relating, what that aspect of you is bringing to the relating, what the united energies are, and what the lesson is or the insight. You can also watch this for another person, what you're bringing, what the other person is bringing, what the union energies are. You can watch it for the divine feminine and the divine masculine as well. So the first card I'll pull will either be you or the divine feminine. Whoop. Like, are these 2 cards coming out? Okay, yeah, so we're getting the 6 of Cups. It's a very sweet card that you're bringing, the divine feminine is bringing. She's bringing a childlike sense of wonder and generosity, giving this beautiful cup filled with flowers to a friend. It's emotional contentment. And then also the World card, number 21 in the Major Arcana. It's a very powerful card and represents totality, perfection, completeness, complementarity, union, happiness, satisfaction, reward, and success. To be everything you are. This woman is whole and complete, and she's surrounded by a beautiful wreath, holding 2 batons, dancing in her perfection with these symbols around her that are supporting her. This is the last card in the deck often, right before the Fool's journey starts again with the Fool card. So you're coming to completion with something in your life. Look at how the colors are all represented here. We got the blue in the sky and the clouds. We have the brown in the lion. We have the golden in her hair. And we have the orange in the ribbon around the wreath. So it's very much in line with the drawing. So this is what you are bringing, or the divine feminine. And then let's look at either another aspect of yourself that's being ignited, or the divine masculine, or some other person that you're relating with, what they are bringing. The 8 of Wands. Seems like a very simple card. There's no figure in this card. Simply these 8 wands, it's looking like they're moving from this corner up with upward momentum to the opposite direction, with a little bit of a town and a river running through it. It seems like a peaceful scene. So I'm curious what the union energies are. The 4 of Swords in reverse. We'll look at that in a minute. And then one card, please, for the insight or the lesson. Major Arcana here. Number 9. The Hermit. So a time of introspection, drawing away from the world, reflection, isolation, the inner journey, solitude. You can see his head is down. He's not engaging with the world, but he is shining a light into the darkness. So spirituality could be feelings of abandonment, seeking silence, quiet, separation from the material world, looking for the answers within. Yeah, because he's the one who has the light and is shining the light on the answers. And can also talk about sacrifice. So the 8 of Wands. Yes, there's a lot, like I said, there was a lot of movement, forward movement in this card. So it is about speed, haste, action, movement, culminating moment, and stress relating to a goal. So that really is aligned with the igniting. It's kind of actually the same movement here of the colors as the wands in the same direction, a continuation of that. So the divine masculine is in action, getting into action, taking everything that the divine feminine has learned in this cycle of her journey and the gifts that she's offering in friendship, generously, emotional fulfillment, taking everything she's learned in this phase and bringing it into action, coming to fruition, grounding it in the 3-dimensional world. So when you have an opportunity, if someone invites you to do something, say yes. Notice what opportunities are coming your way and where the momentum is flowing. So that's either the divine masculine within you, some other aspect of yourself that's experiencing this ignition process, or your counterpart in a journey. Could be a friend, could be your partner, could be a soulmate or part of your soul family. But then what the united energies of the 2 of you are the 4 of Swords in reverse. So there's a person who looks like he's like saying his last prayers, either dying or going to sleep. And then in the background, there's a stained glass window with one person kneeling almost before another person. And then the 3 swords with the 4th sword here. But in reverse, it means that these energies are shifting. We're moving away from that. So the 4 is withdrawal, vigil, meditation, and solitude. Well, that's really interesting because it's saying the union energies are withdrawal, and that's coming to an end because it's in reverse. And yet the lesson is to seek out time alone, isolation, solitude, reflection, shining the light, your own inner light on your journey, finding the answers within yourself, the hermit energy. So what I'm getting from this reading is that as a reminder, anytime we need to recharge, to go within, but generally we have been in a phase of resting and integrating everything that we've been through of late on our journey. So we've been resting so that we can move forward and take action. And as a reminder that if we ever feel the action is paused or there's a block in the action, to come back to this hermit place. So those are the messages coming through in our drawing and our reading today. And I'll just leave you with one card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. I'm going to just cut the deck. To be fair. This is like the Justice card. It's also a 38, which adds up to 11, which is a twin flame number. I think that's an indication moving into that 1111 portal. I'll do a reading tomorrow for the 1111 portal that's coming up on Monday. So let's see what, I mean, this looks like a very wise woman here. She's wearing a crown. So like a queen or priestess. She has on top of her the wisdom of owl medicine, and she's weighing the scales. She has a fortune cookie, so like fortune on one hand, and an egg, it looks like, in the other hand. I'm not really sure. So let's see what the book says. To be fair, balance, justice, a need to consider options, mutual benefit, the cause of law, and the law of cause and effect. Life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing. Yet over time, they strike a balance. You move from being, from stasis, to doing. So that's kind of what we're talking about. We were in stasis, rest and reflection, now into action. From discovering to loving, to letting go, to being again. Life is a pendulum, swinging between all of these states. You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you are not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You will reap what you sow. For every cause, there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now. Relationship message. Can you find a way to achieve fairness now? This is a time for listening as well as speaking, for understanding as well as asking to be understood. There is much to be learned, and you will learn if you remain open and objective, weighing options and considering all sides. Your heart wants to connect to others, so allow for a balanced exchange of ideas and actions. The best kind of relationship is one in which there is mutual benefit, and each party feels heard, valued, and respected. Be fair to all. Prosperity message. Now is a time for even exchanges. Justice will prevail, and you will be treated accordingly. In all your affairs, you will be able to negotiate fair settlements. Mutual gain is a gift to you and your partners and colleagues. This is also a good time to square your finances and take stock of how you are compensated for your work. This card signifies balance, justice, and negotiations. So remember that all things must be fairly recompensed. Keep this as your truth, and so it will be. Protection message. Injustice and inequity are part of life, but they do not have to define your experience. This is a time when you may observe an injustice righted and fairly redressed. Perhaps you come to the rescue of someone else, or you are called to answer for a personal slight. You will be amazed by the sense of power that surges through you when you stand up for yourself and others. This card also indicates a good time to advocate for others who are less fortunate. Choose your cause and commit to it because you can make a difference. It sounds like that feeling of being ignited to make a difference. One thing is for certain, if fairness is your intention, the situation will be resolved for the highest good of all concerned through acts of kindness, empathy, and courage. So those are your messages for today. May you be blessed and may you find justice, fairness, rest, and rebirth, and take inspired action that you are feeling the ignited energy. Again, this is Chloe Lauer with Empowerment, and if you would like a private reading, I just received my first paying client, so celebrating that. I did a reading and drawing for her and sent it off her way. So that's $111, and you can send me an email to chloe@chloelauer.com with what is going on for you and what theme you would like me to read on. So in abundant love always. Bye.